Highlight for today is making sure you're watching more than one thing. If you're shopping for a car, you're not just going to one dealership. If you're trading the S&P, you shouldn't just be watching the S&P. The Nasdaq at about 10 to 9 Central had these consolidation lows that if they get below them, they generally could have downside momentum. At the same time, you had similar consolidation lows in the ES. And so you had kind of a more of a perfect storm that you can get downside momentum in both of them, and they did. And this wasn't a little move. It looks like, well, it's only a few ticks. It's a lot more than that, pretty much from 45, 46 down to 38. So it was about an 8-point break. So that was something that needed to be made aware of in real time, that you had two areas where there could be some longs chasing. And when you get longs to chase, just think when you're long, you are a seller. So is everybody else who's long. And if they say, holy, you know what, whether they're long in that market in the NASDAQ or long and it starts doing that in the ES, they see this too. And then a lot of people put sell stops, and a lot of people wish they would have put sell stops to get out of a long that didn't. The chase is on. So that's why the dynamic of breakouts happen. And then I'll add to this highlight because it was something that was really important that people needed to stay in tune with while it was happening, or else you were going to be behind the reason for a big, big break in everything. First of all, this break happened at about 10 to 10 Central, and it was from 48 down to 88 eventually. That's how big the sell-off was in 20 or 30 minutes in the ES. And again, it started over here, and these charts are condensed because of the amount of price action we had. But you could see it come off 48. Do you know it's going to go to 88? Of course not. Nobody does. But you have to know in here, instead of here or here or here, you have to know that, wait a second, something's going on. GameStop was halted. There was some negative cryptocurrency news. And all four of the indexes in the US, the Dow, the Russell, the NASDAQ, and the ES, were all showing a big move lower. And so that just tied in that there was some news and kept people from getting long. That's help number one. It's a knife. Don't try to catch it. And we had a nice iceberg that you don't see on these charts. On our other chart that was sitting down there at, I think, 30 even. Ended up doing 3,000 contracts. As soon as it got through them, it was gone. And people were able to catch that breakout. So it's not only knowing and recognizing where these orders are at, when they're coming in, how much they're doing, it's knowing what questions to ask to put yourself in a position to get on the right side and certainly stay off the wrong side. Good luck. Stay safe. See you on the next highlight.